Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome back to SubwaySim Hamburg, which is soon to be released on the 16th of May. Big thank you to Aerosoft for allowing us early access to the game. Now what we're going to be doing today is a very quick tutorial on how to set the tram up on expert mode. So expert mode basically lets you create more kind of routes if you want to do long, short, and we got to do a little bit more to set up the train. Now there isn't a lot more, it's not very complicated at all, but a lot of people have asked would I do a quick tutorial, so that's what we're going to do. So today we're going to go into expert mode. We can pick a service. You can pick any time of the day you want. I'm going to go for 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can pick your starting point. Now obviously I do recommend that there is a map in the Discord that you can use, but get yourself a map of the route so you kind of know where you want to start. And where I'm going to start is Kellenherstraat, okay, and we're going to go obviously from platform. Now the track is going to depend on which way around you're going. I'm going to go from 4 because I know that's the clockwise direction. Okay, so the vehicle, I'm going to take the Dt5 1 unit, just because we took the 3 unit out on our first look. Weather cloudy, that's fine. I am going to turn the AI down to 0 just for this tutorial, and because we're only going to do kind of one station anyways, and we're going to press start. So we're now in the simulator. In expert mode, you can choose where the journey goes. First, go to the driver's cab, equip the train with the key at the bottom right. Then you have to enter the train number. You'll find a table with information on the right-hand side. Further explanations can be found in the manual. I'm sure the manual will be available for release day. Currently, we don't have it. So what I'm going to do is click OK. And the first thing we can do is actually have a look at the unit again now that we've got a bit more time. I still think it looks wonderful. Some people are saying it doesn't look great. I don't know. I think it looks really good. I think the whole route has felt and looked pretty good. So the differences for expert mode is one, that we can pick more kind of starting points, longer, shorter routes, depending on what you may want to do. And the other thing is you start on a red aspects, okay? So we cannot go until we set up the train completely. It will not work. So the first thing you need to do is head out to the door, and you're going to press E. Now this will only pop the door. You will need to press E again to open the door, and you will just press E once to shut the door. Okay, so we're going to take our seat in the unit, and you've got 2 screens, left and right, and we're going to talk about them a little bit, not into massive detail. Some of this stuff you have to play around with yourself. The main thing that we want to look at is here up on the board. So these are kind of all your start points, and you can see anti-clockwise and clockwise, but if you put them in the wrong way around, I don't think it really matters as long as it has the destination, really. Not that I've noticed. Anyway, so look, we're starting at Kellenherstraat. I know that I am starting going clockwise, and you can see there is a 1-digit difference. Okay, so we are going in the clockwise direction. I'm going to take note of that 70. Now this 70 bit here, this is just the speed, so these are speed limits, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Now if we're going in the anti-clockwise direction, this is the kind of way round that we would be if the clockwise direction, this is the way around we're going. Anti-clockwise, we would go in the opposite. So I'm going to go, let's say, to a Barmbek, which is 67 both on each side. It doesn't matter, so we'll take note of 67. That's going to be very important as well. Okay, so we're going to come down to the unit itself. You can see the aspects are still red. We're now going to turn on the unit. It's very simple. You go down here, you can see an insert key. Then you need to click and hold the mouse button and drag it. Okay, that is now turned on the unit. You can see the unit is coming alive. The IBIS is coming alive. And on here, all we want to say is that we basically understand, okay? We'll talk about this now in a second. As you can see, the aspect still hasn't changed, and it will not until the IBIS has been inputted correctly. This is the main thing. This is it. So, I don't know how to pronounce it or what it actually says in German. I suppose I could find out. But what we need to do is put in the starting ID, which we know is 70, and then you need to put in the time. So it's 14:02. What I'm going to do is put 14:03. Because there you go, it's already changed. The next one we need to put down is our end destination, which is 67 Barmbek. And driver ID currently doesn't matter. You can put any 6 digits you want. Press the green button. You see it's flashing, which means it's going to be working. And now the aspects has changed to green. If you input this wrong, it will tell you input incorrect, and you will stay at the red aspect. So again, very quickly, the top line needs to be your starting point, the current time. The next one down will be your destination number from the wall, and the last one is a driver number, which you can put anything you like. Okay, and so all your information is there on the wall. So what we will talk about a little bit is now what's on this side. And if we just go outside actually very quickly as well, I just want to show you, there you go, you get the U3 to Barmbek. Okay, so we are actually good to go. We're going in the right direction. The announcements will be working. So on this screen here, we can play around with quite a few things, like, you know, you can put the control for heating and stuff. You can turn it up. You can hear the fans kicking in. You can turn it down depending on what you like. You can change it to, say, automatic. Okay, we can press enter on that one, and that's all good. You can also change your wipers to automatic if you wish. Currently, there is no rain simulated. I don't know what that changed for release day, but there we go. We can also go to the fist system, and here you can do your announcement dongs if you wanted to do them yourself. There we go. But it will do it automatically. The other thing we can do is actually change this if you wanted to pretend to be doing something different, but you can click the U3 here, say, and if you go to Sonder, there are some different things that we can use. You can see here, look, 04U1, 03SO. Again, you can make up as you wish, but what I'm just going to make sure that we have the U3, and we're going to Barmbek, which was the K, and press enter. And if we go back to the outside, it's still U3 Barmbek. Okay, so this you can play around with. There is a cruise control limiter on here. If you wish to add that, you can add that as you wish. Just click the one you want, press enter. I've got ours up to 80 kilometers, which is the top speed of the unit. And yeah, you can just kind of have a little look around for yourselves. Now on the G page, which is the main page here, next thing I want to look at is your door control, because the door control is what we're going to look at over on this panel. So when you pull into a station, this will actually come up with a camera of the platform. And basically, you've got a couple of options. You can use the F1 helps here, and you can use your number pad for your doors. Now, I tend to use the number pad 7 and 9 for each side. 5 is to just close the door. 8 will force release and all the doors. Up to you how you want to use this, but other than that, you can use the unit itself. So we're going to open on the left, and you're going to see all the doors have gone blue apart from the end one. Why did that go green? Because someone has pressed that button to enter that door. So the doors are unlocked. As you can see, it's open down there. It is now closing. When people want to get on, they'll press the button and they will just get on by themselves. And while you're sitting here, you can keep an eye out. You know, you'll have your screen kind of like that. You can see now all the doors are closed. There's no one else getting on. So you can close doors. Now, you've got two options with the closed doors. You've got L and T. Now, the L is kind of a slow locking. So it's just like your normal locking. So if I press 5, you're going to see all the doors will go grey in a minute. But someone's just pressed the door quickly and that's gone green. There you go. So what the L does is it locks the doors slowly, but if someone still wants to get on quickly, they press the button, it will open. So you're kind of given that chance. So you got to keep an eye on them doors. Now the other option, if we just open up all the doors again very quickly, they're in the blue, is the T, which is the force close. So that means if I press this now, nobody can get on. The doors would fast shut very quickly if they were already open, and we're good to go. And that's basically it for this unit. It is that simple, guys. It's not rocket science. We can now pull off. You can see we've got the green aspects. The T is gone, which would be if your doors are open. Let's go to the next station so we get the announcement.
Nächster Halt, Zürichstraße, Ausstieg links.
Okay, so the next stop is Zürichstraße. Okay, we're staying in the speed limit. We can actually now go up to 80 if we wish. But the station looks like it's literally just going to be ahead of us here, as you can see it. So let's start putting on them brakes. Now you're going to see the stop markers on the floor, depending on what unit you're driving. So you can see the 3 marker there, you got the 4, and then you've got the 6, and then you got the H, which is kind of like the full stop marker. I mean, we'll pull in with the 6 with this unit anyways, because that's what was on the last station. And so now I can open my doors. We can see that the doors are going to go blue. Anyone going to open them? Don't look like anyone's getting on or off. They do get on and off the unit if they wish. But nope, nobody wants to get on and off. So that's fine. You could just lock your doors. Once they've gone grey, you are good to pull off again. We'll do one more station, so we'll next be going to Borgweg.
Nächster Halt, Borgweg. Ausstieg links.
Okay, we're going to be pulling into the next station there ahead. It looks like a station. I started braking a little early there. Again, you'll see your stop markers on the floor. You don't have to zoom in like this, they're very easy to see. I'm just trying to show you guys so it's easier. Hence why I'm coming in very slow. You know, the 3 marker, because we're on a free coach, we can stop there. At the end of the day, you can stop wherever you want. I mean, the game's not going to care that much. You see the camera has become active, and we'll open the doors. We can see if people are moving towards them. Nope. And don't worry about that. That means people just don't want your train. Do not panic. They might want to be going further around the track, because we're only going to basically 2 more stops and we'd be finished. That's just them, you know, not wanting your train. Do not panic. You know what? We might as well just do the last 2 stops. And I've already broken my rule. Close the doors. Off we go. Announcements will be automatic because we've set up correctly.
Nächster Halt, Saarlandstraße. Ausstieg links.
Okay, so we're here. Next one. We'll go all the way to the top this time, maybe. Okay, so you can see somebody wants to. I'm going to go from the outside. So you can see the doors aren't unlocked. No one can get in and out. I've now unlocked the doors. Not all of them will open, only the ones that people want to use. You can see some people now getting off at this station as well. So I can press 5. They're now slow closing, but if anybody else wants to get on, I don't know what that guy's doing. He could still press a button now if he wishes. No, he's not getting on, he's just standing down there. Okay, and we are good to go to the last stop.
zur S1. Ausstieg links. Endhaltestelle. Bitte alle aussteigen. This train terminates here. All change, please.
And as you can see, because we custom create the route, we put in the IBIS correctly, we now terminate at this route. Okay, so that's very important. So there we go. So I just wanted a quick go. It's taken me 15 minutes. I didn't want to do the full loop that takes about 45-ish. And yeah, so you can now custom start wherever you want. Go a couple of stops, couple of stations. You can customize the gameplay as you wish, which is a great feature. Now the next episode I want to do is kind of a small run, but I want to do it at night time. We haven't done anything in the night yet. And just remember, this is still before release, so some things may change between now and then. Okay, and as you can see, we have the red aspects as well. That means, yeah, we're done. You know, you can't go any further. Now, we can reset the IBIS up here if you wanted to. So, say if you wanted, you know, we'll open up the doors on the left, people will get on and off. If you wanted to, we could set up a next route. You don't actually need to leave the screen. You could just reset the IBIS itself. There we go, it's that one here on the end. We can now program, the next thing now would have to go from, you know, we can only go clockwise. But say now I wanted to go from Barmbek, and I wanted to go as far as St. Pauli. I can now enter that in, and I could go off and do that run. So you don't have to go in and out of the game either, which is really, really nice. I'm going to just step out of the seat here. We're going to interact with our door. There we go, welcome back to Barmbek. Nice little station. I quite like the free car, but it does look a bit odd when you're driving around. I think you do need to drive with the bigger one, but it's a nice option, I suppose, for these short runs like that. You know, maybe we were just like an emergency overload. It was, you know, peak time or something. You know, you can put whatever you want your thought into these processors. I hope this tutorial has helped you guys. If it does, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, come join us in Discord. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.